welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are having a fabulous Easter. It's been a while since I've done a video today, so it's bank holiday Monday and I thought I'd do a video that I had thought about a while back. It's called TMI video, so it's too much information and it was a tag with other people. So if you sort of search TMI videos, you'll see lots of other YouTubers having done them. So I've just joined along and I'm answering some of the questions and mixing a few up. So let's get cracking. The first question is, what am I wearing? So I'm actually wearing a top from Primark, run and with some comfortable River Island trousers. I quite like sleeveless tops that have detailing around the waist. I think it's a good way of taking the attention away from there. So that's what I'm wearing today. Have I ever been in love? Yes, I have, and I do believe that you can have different types of love. So you can actually love your parents or a friend and a partner in different ways, and I think you can love more than once as well. So I just don't think there's that one true love. I think at every stage in your life your requirements change as well and your needs change. So I think the type of person that you'd fall in love with or have that affiliation towards changes as well. Number 3, ever had a terrible breakup? Yeah, who hasn't? You know, I think looking back, the ones that you did think were terrible are probably not so terrible, but yet you still did the whole listening to really sad songs, eating lots of chocolate, and generally sort of locking yourself away and calling up your friends and getting all sad about it. But in hindsight, it just seems so silly. But yeah, I've had some pretty hard breakups, but you do survive and you come out the other end. Next question, how tall am I? Well, I've always thought I was 5'4", but I recently went to the hospital and you have your weight done and you have your height done too, and I'm actually 5'5", which I never really knew. How much do I weigh? I'm not answering that. It's a considerable amount. Any tattoos? No tattoos. Piercings, yeah, I have my ears pierced, but when I was 16 I had another 2 pierced on my left ear, and you can actually still see the marks, and I had it done in Los Angeles. I actually went on holiday with a friend there. I had asked my mum if I could and she had said no, and I still went against her wishes. And I remember I had a bob and I covered it for ages, and then one day she saw it, and so I had 3 and 2 for a very long time. So I actually had 3 piercings done, which was 2 here and 1 here. That was the rebellious as I got. Favorite show? I watched quite a few shows. So at the moment, with my other half, we're currently watching Madam Secretary, which is actually really good. It does grow on you. It's very sort of current. I love Walking Dead. I really like the whole zombie show, and it's so good. The parallel sort of situation that goes on with society and the lawlessness and, you know, just survival of the fittest. It's brilliant. And Good Wife is another one of my favourites. Favourite band? I have 2. They're not very current, but I really like Gwen Stefani, and I think I loved No Doubt when they were around, and I absolutely loved Don't Speak and Linkin Park, which is very unusual for me, but they were the 2 bands that sort of came up straight away, and I scribbled these answers down. So Linkin Park was sort of around in the early 90s, and they were quite a sort of grungy kind of something I miss. I think exercising freely, being comfortable in my own body, because I'm suffering from a lower back issue, so I really sort of miss that, taking it for granted to get up and sort of just feel comfortable in your body and to just be able to sort of exercise freely. So I really miss that, I think, and I have to carefully sort of watch what I'm doing physically. So yeah, I think that's the first thing that sort of came to my mind. I miss that. Favourite song is definitely Don't Speak by No Doubt, and Celine Dion's My Love Will Go On. I really like that song. I know everyone's gonna say that is so cheesy, but I really do like that song. So yep. How old am I? I'm 38. My zodiac sign is Cancer, and I'm very much so a Cancerian. I am very sensitive, extremely a homebody. I love my family to bits, and I'm definitely a little bit of a crab, as in not that my claws come out, but I definitely come out of my shell when I'm comfortable around people that I want to be comfortable around. Otherwise, I'm quite an introvert. Quality I look for in a partner, I think loyalty, someone that is generally always has good intentions, caring and funny, someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously. also ambitious. I do like someone that has goals and ambition and makes things happen for themselves. I definitely don't like someone that's too laid back in terms of the drive. Quote. I do have one actually. My favourite quote is by Mark Twain, and I'm going to read it off my phone, and it actually says, "Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it." So it's by Mark Twain, and it's "Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it." Oh, just reading it gives me goosebumps. So his favourite actor is Will Smith, funnily enough. He's a good singer and I really like his movies, and he's definitely someone, if I could go on a date with anyone, I think he would be very sort of funny. He has a really good outlook to life. Colour is, I'd say, red. In terms of lipstick and tops, I think, you know, pink or blue, it varies. Music or soft, so I definitely like soft music. Where do I go when I'm sad? I think I definitely go to bed. I definitely like being in my bedroom, maybe being on my phone, just scrolling, taking myself away. Ever been in a physical fight? Now, not out of choice, and this was when I was at school, so I was 12, and this girl used to be my friend, but then had suddenly decided she was irritated by me. Someone, I think, sort of said, "You guys should fight it out at lunch break or something," and it was like Chinese whispers. It's just like, you are kidding me. And I just pushed it to the back of my head and said, I'm not fighting anyone, I just don't have it in me. My friends that were with me sort of said, well, you can't just not turn up, you know, you've got to go. So I turned up, and she just launched at me and pulled my neck and scruffed me around, and then the natural survival of the fittest is to fight back, and so I was clawing, and then the playground teacher came and we got suspended for a couple of days. It's really bad. Very random, but not something that ever happened again. Turn on. Physical, I think, in terms of aesthetics, is height, and a broad-shouldered man definitely needs to look masculine for sure. Turn off. I don't like sarcasm in someone, and yeah, I don't like it. I think if you're laughing with people, it's different, but if you're laughing at them without them understanding, I really don't like that. I don't like hypocrites, and I don't like people with big egos, people that think they're superior to others. Financially, if they're a bit more sort of comfortable and they sort of throw their weight around, I find that all really distasteful and very off-putting. I like humble individuals and people with good intentions and funny. Reason I joined YouTube, I think in some ways it might have been because I thought I could get to know a community. I had watched old YouTube videos of people, and I think they were able to build a community, but I don't know, I haven't put up enough videos to sort of speak whether I am a part of a community, but I definitely thought I could make some friends and be part of a community. And it's also a great way of just, you know, having that creative sort of leeway to put things out there and speak your opinion. So, and I quite enjoy being creative. I didn't know how regularly I was going to do it, but I suppose, and it's also a good way of making a difference. So if you share some thoughts or share your experiences, it can always sort of inspire someone, because I definitely watch videos for that reason as well as entertainment. Fears. I think one of my biggest fears has always been to not have my close family around and to be alone, and I think the other one is my health, which I am slowly realizing that if you have that fear, you can also attract that in your life as well. So I'm trying to look at a holistic and a spiritual perspective to my health as well, because though I've always said health is the most important thing, I've also realized that I've attracted a lot of it in because maybe I put too much energy towards it. So I'm working on that, and that might be a different video to discuss at a different point. The last thing that made me cry, I'm really soppy even if I like watch I was watching the Kardashians, and it was basically Bruce Jenner talking to his daughters. He's be a really wonderful dad to them, and his daughters mean the world to him, his children, and it's the biggest accomplishment for him. And they all got teary-eyed, and I got a lump in my throat. Meaning behind my YouTube name, it's just my name. I just kept it simple. Last book I read, I actually read Girl on the Train, which was super good. It's a crime thriller, a little slow. I don't know if it's for everyone, but it's definitely it's a page turner. It keeps you guessing, and I think you really do want to get to the end, but it's a little slow, and the main character can be a little bit annoying because she's quite self-destructive. But it's about some lady going missing, and the main character actually witnessing something whilst she's on the train to work, and that's why it's called The Girl on the Train sort of thing. It's an unusual storyline, but I think it could have been a little bit more fast-paced in the first half of the book, but I persevered and I actually really enjoyed it. Last show I watched, so the last show that we actually finished watching was Last Kingdom, the Vikings, that sort of era. A lot of sword fighting, a lot of fighting over land. I quite enjoyed it, Last Kingdom. So it actually started last year. Relationship was between the last person I texted, so let me just see. Well, I was texted. It was actually to do with work, so I actually had to give an address. So yeah, the relationship is work orientated. Favorite food, I love cheese and onion and a salad sandwich. Sounds really boring, but I absolutely love it. And I also really enjoy omelettes, so they're kind of my favourite place I would like to visit. I think this year I definitely want to try and visit Dubai, but it really does depend on how I feel in terms of travelling, because it's about 6 hours away, but I do want to see Dubai at some point this year. The aim is there, but we will go somewhere for my birthday this year, but not sure where, but Dubai is definitely on. Last place I went to was Ibiza. I went to a friend's hen and it was super fun, great weather, and we were with a really good set of friends, so it was good luck. Do I have a crush? Not really, I can't think of anyone. Quite like the main character in Walking Dead actually. I don't know why, something about him. He's quite cool, and I just remember him from the British, he's actually a British actor, and I remember him in Teachers. So if anyone's watched Teachers, leave it in the comments below. So remember that vividly, and when I started watching Walking Dead this year, you know, I think he's the one that makes the show, to be honest. So yeah, that's how I was insulted. I think it was today. It was related to work. So obviously I rent properties. That's my other thing. That's my main thing that I do. And I made a viewing appointment with a lady who actually badgered me for the appointment over the weekend. And then when I called her, she was 10 minutes late, and I said, look, I can only wait 10 minutes because I have appointments elsewhere. She then texted me 10 minutes later saying, well, I think you were quite rude and I'm not coming now. So I had driven all the way to the property to do the viewing, and then she wrote that to me, and I felt quite insulted by that. Favourite flavour of sweet, I don't like mint and I don't like strawberry, but I definitely like lemon. Favourite piece of jewellery, I bought some jewellery from By Aloma, which I will leave the links below. They are a fantastic sort of jewellery brand, and they do really unusual bracelets and necklaces. Long gold chain with a round pendant and sort of a spike that falls off it, and it's really, really nice. And I actually got recommended by watching a YouTuber called Amelia Liana. So they're called By Aloma, and I'll leave their link below. Last sport I played about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and it was tennis. Last time I hung out with anyone. So actually we were out yesterday and the day before that, so we've been quite sociable. Normally I'm quite a homebody, but on Saturday we met some friends and went for dinner, and yesterday we actually watched the match India versus Australia, and we went round to some friend's house and had dinner and had a lot of fun. So yes, and if she's watching this video, hi. Last question, what would I do if I was a man? Would like to do if I was a man? And I think one of the things that I would love is to be able to wear shorts and not have to shave my legs. I think that's such a cool thing. I think all this shaving malarkey and waxing is so time consuming for women, and if you're a man it's just perfectly fine to be hairy. So I think that's fantastic, and that's what I would do if I was a man. And that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you a bit more insight into me and my life. I will endeavour to do more videos, but I don't know when I'll put up another video, but I do enjoy them, and I hope you keep watching. Do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, it would mean the world to me, and I will see you very soon. Bye.